Lyles is the founder and director of TriMasters
swimming, biking, and running event, but also needs a lot of money to fund it.
These youngsters are inspired, and Bernard Lyles is the source of that inspiration.
Bernard's a great guy. The work he does with TriMasters is just amazing. He gives so much of himself, and he gives so much to the community. He gets the kids involved in an event that they may not have the opportunity to get involved. He has a passion for the sport, and he shares that passion with all of the people that he comes in contact with.
Our TriMasters program is a program that brings more youth and especially minorities into the sport of triathlon. Triathlon is a really grueling sport that combines swimming, cycling, and running. So to get the kids started at an early age is our main goal. To get minorities involved in it is our main target.
We've applied for different grants to get funding for our youth programs, and when you find a program that's doing something for youth, we still find these obstacles to get the support right now, and that's what we're trying to get the community more involved in supporting our youth programs.
I would get up in the morning and drive 50 to 60 miles to compete in triathlons, or get up early and go to the north side. And I just thought one day that I have the third largest park in the city of Chicago, and why not sponsor our own triathlon here on the south side of Chicago?
That's right. This is a whole thing behind our triathlon. We want to make an easy entry-level triathlon for kids and the adults, so it's kind of like a family event. So the kids come out and they compete, and they start a healthy lifestyle, and the parents get involved too. And so after all that, the whole family is involved in health and fitness.
TriMasters is the first national organization dedicated to bringing the sport of triathlon to the minority community. Anything you want to do in life, you can do it. That's our motto. If you try, you can be the master of your destiny.
And you guys are looking for a corporate sponsor, and we know how difficult it is in a sport like this. You definitely need the corporate sponsorship to get this program done.
That's another thing with the triathlon becoming an Olympic sport now. It's going to open up a lot of doors, and we want our kids to be involved in it.
Run to take your mark. Go.
Bernard Lyles is a professional triathlete and the driving force behind Chicago State University's Summer Sports Initiative program. As president of Chicago's TriMasters, Lyles is introducing kids to a sport that's virtually minority-free.
Statistics say that it's like less than 1% black participating in this sport. And if you ask me, I think it's even less.
9:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Thursday, Lyles teaches his student athletes about teamwork, self-esteem, and goal setting. First in the classroom, and after the track, it's straight to the pool.
That's what we're here for, TriMasters. Try to learn how to be masters at what we do.
The Olympics. We all know that it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get there. The endless hours of training can be brutal, but in the end, it pays off. Tonight, Rich King spotlights the Olympians of tomorrow and the men and women training them today. Chicago's very own.
They call themselves TriMasters, and they say they'll be soon ready to go for the gold.
10 years ago when I first started, it was very seldom you'll see a black athlete in the sport of triathlon.
Now, TriMasters is the first international triathlon club for minorities in the country. They even take that attitude on the road, promoting the sport to people of color in other countries. TriMasters have even started a chapter here in Jamaica. Before TriMasters moved in, most Jamaicans had no idea what a triathlon was. Chicago TriMasters, dedicated to promoting the sport of triathlons to people of color, getting folks here in Chicago and abroad set for the Olympics.
Put them in lane 1 and in lane 6, Pablo. Lane 1 and lane 6.
These youngsters are inspired, and Bernard Lyles is the source of that inspiration. This summer on the campus of Chicago State University, he led a group of kids in training for the triathlon. Lyles is especially suited to coach these youngsters because he himself has participated in 11 triathlons.
It is tough, but you got to train. You can't do anything without working at it, so that's what I'm trying to do.
My father told me about the sport, and I was interested in getting into it.
It's very interesting, and it gives you something to do instead of being home and getting into gangs and all that and watching TV.
If I can get one kid
away from the games and get him trained and get him set up with something like this, I love it. And I got quite a few examples of that, so I'm really having a good time.
Bernard Lyles, triathlon competitor, triathlon coach, and someone you should know.
We have a 6-week training program for these kids to get involved with the new sport of triathlon. Triathlon has just been an Olympic sport one time, so our kids are on the breaking ground of triathlon. They train for 6 weeks doing the swim, bike, run, training, and they're getting ready for our big triathlon that's on August the 4th.
And your program has helped train some 1,400 kids since you started, back in 1992, right?
Right, yeah. We started in 1992 with 30 athletes, and after that it just grew because, again, we need more programs like this in our community. And being a unique, non-traditional program is really exciting for the kids and the parents also.
And I want to take a look at this statistic, which is great. 95% of the children who participate in your program end up graduating from high school, and also a lot of them end up earning scholarships. How terrific.
I talk tough to them. I don't want the games to get them. I want them to be a part of something like we're doing. Get some sports under their background. So if you're not academically sharp, maybe the sports will get you a scholarship. Maybe you'll stay in school. That's what Zach got it going.
In fact, 11-year-old Zach Pearson is last year's winner in his age division, and he gets no breaks. A mother and single parent whose son went through this program says, tough love makes kids unattractive to gangbangers.
What's your son doing today?
College and working for the Park District.
And he started in TriMasters?
Started in TriMasters, yes.
Most kids don't like tough love, but counselors say at least they understand.
It helps me learn.
Is that right? You do better in school because of tough love?
Yeah.
Art Norman, NBC5 News.